With how close you were sitting to the steering wheel, you must be vertically challenged.
No, I'm just very short.
Those are synonymous.
Oh.
Yes. So this first stop, it's only 10 seconds long. It's the most interesting portion of this traffic stop is what you saw. Everything else, totally unremarkable. But it was so funny and so notable that that's actually where the title of the episode came from, was from just that little brief interaction. But it's only 10 seconds long. So it started off kind of quick, but that was the best of what was there.
Do you have any idea how fast you were going?
No.
Do you realize that you're in a marked construction zone with workers present? Posted speed limit, 25 miles an hour. Your speed, 79. Yo!
I was going 70.
Yeah, you blew past me like I was in reverse. And I locked it in on my radar because you're literally the fastest car I've ever seen go over this bridge, ever. And you have a windshield that looks like a road map, and you're not wearing your seatbelt, and you're at a criminal amount of speed. Your speed is so fast, it's literally insulting to the law. I know that you may have been confused with the 79 as in State Route 79 or Speed 79. It's State Route, not speed limit. It's a mandatory court date.
This stop on State Route 79 is the main road north and south through Florence. Florence is the county seat. On State Route 79 is where the Sheriff's Office substation is, only about a mile down the road from where the stop took place. Typically, people drive really slow. It's posted as 45 normally, and people are doing like 45. Like, they drive slow. At this particular time, there was some construction on the bridge, so speed limit was 25. This guy's barreling down at 79, more, like I said in the video, more than triple the speed limit. So obviously, he really drew my attention. So during the course of the stop, I make my initial contact. I come back, and Sam says something to the effect of, hey, this guy must have gotten the speed limit and the state route sign confused. So that's where that came from. So me saying that to the guy was actually Sam planted that seed in my brain, and I mentioned it while I was up at the car talking to the violator.
Even though we're here in Florence, the court's actually located in Coolidge. Phone number, or the address right here is the address for the court. Phone number there?
Mandatory?
That is correct, because it's criminal in nature because you're triple the speed limit. So by signing this, all you're saying is that you promise to appear. It means that I don't have to take you in the cuffs, drive you across the bridge to where our jail is, and book you into jail for the offense of criminal speed. You can just go there and talk to the judge. So you do have to go to court, and I know that you know where it is because you were there earlier today, so you have to go back there. I appreciate you being cool with me. All right, so you've met two other of my friends.
Yeah, being respectful, I've noticed a lot. People say F the pig, F this, F that, but I've noticed every single time I've gotten stopped and I'm respectful, they respect me.
Absolutely, 100%. Absolutely, and there's no lack of respect here, right? We're two gentlemen working through a problem
that you caused.
And what allows me to be somewhat cordial yet professional with you is the fact that you're cool. If you were a jerk, we'd be having a whole different conversation. The overwhelming vast majority of cops are like that. And the other two guys that you met from Pinal County.
They arrested me and they caught me, but they're just doing this.
And I tell you, both of those dudes are cool dudes, man. They're both good guys. So you just happen to keep running into us and we just keep arresting you. But at least we're all respectful with you.
All sorts of stuff that's messed up with him. He has court paperwork in his car, which is always a red flag for, hey, I continuously make bad decisions. And I look up, and he had been stopped in two different instances by two different guys that work for Pinal. They're both great. Both of them happen to be on the SWAT team with me. One of them happens to be in the traffic unit right now. Both of those guys are great, as long as we're cool with each other and there's mutual respect. In stark contrast to the guy a couple episodes ago that as soon as I walk up to the car, there's this crazy attitude. This driver is super nice, super polite, super respectful, and we have a great conversation. I still hold him accountable. I still write him some citations, but we have a great back and forth while I'm standing at his window about, hey, I keep getting messed up. I keep getting caught. I keep getting arrested, but I'm respectful with the cops, and they're always respectful with me. And I mean, I think that's a mantra for law enforcement all across the United States. If you're you deal with a state trooper in Minnesota or a deputy sheriff in Florida or a city cop in Oklahoma. If you give them respect, they're going to give you respect back. And this kid, even though he's at such a young age, has already figured out that that's the recipe for success when being contacted.
The reason I stopped you is you're displaying expired registration, you have an illegible license plate, and your window tint's all illegal.
How was that illegal?
How is what illegal?
The tint. When I got it, they said it wasn't expired.
That is.
Thing with what?
I don't need that.
Got it.
Driver's license. There we go. No, that is 100% illegal. Absolutely, unequivocally, absolutely illegal.
That's crazy because when I got it, he told me. I asked him, "Is that the level I can have?" And he told me, "Yeah." We're out in Arizona because
You, sir, have been lied to. I'm going to put this on your window, and it's going to tell me how much light goes on this side to that side.
Okay.
The legal percentage, the verbiage is 33% plus or minus 3%. So I say anything that's over 30% is good. Okay. So this is going to be probably 3. So that means 3% of the light outside gets inside. Okay. That's what limo tint is. I only did that just to tell you. I'm not going to, it is a citable offense in the state of Arizona. I'm not going to write you a ticket for it. I just did it so that you know. Okay. So you're going to get a warning for window tint, cracked windshield. You have that license plate cover around your license plate. Okay. Well, it covers up the word Arizona. So letter of the law is that that's considered an obscured license plate because I can't read the state. So, yeah. And again, I'm not writing you a ticket for it, just me providing you some information. Any questions I can answer for you before I kick you loose?
No, you did great, man.
I appreciate you, man. No, man, I stop people all day. That's all I do is stop people and talk to people standing here at their window. It's fun. Hey, man, it was a pleasure meeting you. Take care of that stuff and drive safely.
Now, I took that question.
Yep.
With the tint, the back
windows are fine. It's just the front driver's side and front passenger. And that's it. Thank you so much. You're welcome, sir. So the posted speed limit there was 25. The normal speed limit without all this construction zone is 45. Your speed when I first saw you was 64. When I locked it in on my LiDAR was 61. So I would be pulling you over even if you weren't entering a 25 mile per hour posted construction zone. Now, I did not.
To ever do that again, you can't.
I don't do that. Yeah, it's not, I've been doing this for 20 years and not one time has that ever happened. And today isn't going to be the day that changes that.
What she was asking me to do was to knock the speed down. So instead of writing 61 on the citation in a 25 mile an hour zone, she wanted me to write like 41. So that there's less of a distance between the posted speed limit and her actual speed, and that's not something that I've ever done, and it's not something that I will ever do. If it's on the radar or the LiDAR, that's the speed that goes on the ticket. My discretion comes into whether I take that and I assign it a criminal offense or a civil offense and what statute in Arizona state law that I write on the citation. So that's where I use the discretion that the state of Arizona gives me. But as far as changing the number that's on the citation to changing the number that's on the radar, that is never going to happen. And it didn't happen in this case.
But what I didn't do was cite you for the increased fine of speeding in a construction zone. All I did was just write you a regular old speeding ticket. So, and again, I did that. You're also at a criminal amount of speed because you're more than 20
now?
Oh yeah, you're more than 20 miles an hour over the speed limit in a residential area. So you are not only speeding in a construction zone, but you're criminal speeding in a construction zone. And all I did was write you a regular speeding ticket. I didn't write you a criminal ticket, just a regular old ticket. Now I'm going to write in my notes that I gave you all these breaks, because if you were silly enough to try to contest this in court, then I would go to court and say, look, Your Honor, I didn't write her criminally, which she was. I didn't write her for speeding in a construction zone, which she did. I cut her a break and she's still looking this gift horse in the mouth. And it just makes me look nice, which I am.